241 as a team. You can't win at batting 241 for this team. Nathan pitched well. Yes, Nathan pitched very well.
Okay,
Let's move on. Let's just leave it off at this. Navy, same page where he left off. Starting off where he left off last season. And I would tell the rest of the league, watch out for Navy. That's what I would say. Let's move on, though, to your game.
Game 2. We didn't go to game 2, Navy's game.
No, we said it briefly.
We won 10-1.
10-1. It was a 1-all through 3 innings.
I heard Zool asking the umpire, what's the mercy rule? After that, I didn't want to ask him the score. So
you know, it was 1-all through 3 innings. Once they busted the game open with a couple of errors here and there. And, again, to the 4th inning, down 7-1, freezing. Everybody wanted to go home. Nobody was interested. Nobody was.
What are you, babies? You want to go home?
Nobody was able, but again, back to the original point. Management. Nobody was able to rally the troops together.
I do want to give a shout out to Mark Brahe. He played a very good shortstop. Would you agree?
Yes.
Very
and
good shortstop.
You were concerned at one point before the season started that you might not have somebody great over there. He's a very good fielder.
You know, for this, honestly, this league is lacking shortstops. If he can hold his own.
And I want to give a shout out, and I didn't give it out in the beginning because you just sort of expected. But David Farkett batted .750. He went 3 for 4 with a few walks.
He better hit this year. You don't have much in that.
He's fine. So. He's fine. I just expect it. So
absolutely.
I didn't give him a shout out, but he did very, very well. And
okay, Abe Co-Management versus Kosher Corner. That's Joe Sefaradi's team and myself. Against Stop and Go, no, I'm sorry, Kosher Corner. That's sponsored by Mark Cohen's family.
And that's
Duty Rudy's
team. Abe Co-Management.
Yes, I hate the names.
Joe
Let me just bring up the names.
Team. Wait, is Joe Safardi's team? That's what you said?
Yes.
Lou.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's Joe S.'s team now. It's not Stephen Giddy's team. You heard it here first.
Is there a management issue on that team?
No, I don't know.
Because I heard a fish stinks.
We paid $12 for Sammy Estes. What do you expect? Sammy's going to run the team. You don't have to worry about anything. Anyway, so on the mound, A.B. Hillary versus
Sammy Estes can't run the team, batting 0-0-0. Okay, just want to throw that out there.
What are you batting?
I'm batting exactly what Sammy's batting.
Okay. Anytime, Sam.
Who's in the top 10? Who's in the top 10? How are you?
Joe Sut. All right, can we get to my game?
Sure.
Okay. A.B. Hillary versus Mala. Game starts off. Obviously, it was cold. Mala got into a little bit of a groove. Before you know it, they Solly Cohen comes to the plate, hits a screamer to left field. I thought DC should have had it. Ball goes over his head. They got a couple-run lead off the bat.
Don't diss DC. I like him a lot.
No diss. He should have. You know, it was a tough ball. The guy had a good shot. I think DC will admit he could have had it. The next thing you know, A.B. Hillary again. He started off with the issues we thought he could have.
What happened there with A.B. Hillary?
He walked a few guys. I wasn't sure if it was the weather, if he wasn't feeling well. The next you know, he's hurt. He's got a problem with his shoulder.
Right.
To make a long story short, by the 3rd inning,
I think I've heard rumors of juicing. Has he been in Miami lately?
I don't think so.
No.
I think he was here for pass-off. So.
I heard some rumors.
So A.B. Hillary was pulled by the 3rd or 4th inning for that injury. The lead was about 3 or 4 runs for Mala, and honestly, it was never really close. I was held in check. Joe had a couple of hits, but it was really Mala in a groove. It was really the first game. It was as if it went by a blink of an eye. It was kind of boring, honestly. Second game starts off again. Mala starts off pretty strong. By the 2nd inning, I think it was DC let us off with.
We'll go back to game 1. I'll tell you this from now. You'll never win a game when you guys are batting 167 in the game.
It was a blur. It was a quick blur. I think
4 hits you guys had.
Felt like it.
4 hits.
Like it, and they were probably off errors.
And a couple of walks.
Honestly.
Nothing.
So start off the 2nd game. DC let us off with a hit. Boom! They moved me up in the line from 3-2. I had a double, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Before you know it, Joe had an RBI. We got a little bit of a lead, a lot of momentum. We were down in the dirt. It picked us up big time. Joe Setton was on the mound starting for us.
Joe Sutton?
Joe Setton.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. He looked very good. He looked strong. He threw strikes. He got into a little bit of a groove. He has a pitching history, and honestly, he's not an amateur. He knows what he's doing.
The last time, here's another stat for you. The last time Joe Setton pitched was in the year 2003 with the Magen-David Warriors, leading his team to the first Magen-David softball championship victory. I was on that team. Joe Setton you thought he was going to be the next Cy Young. He hasn't picked up a ball since, but it looked like yesterday he did not. He was back in 2003.
Do you make up these stats as you go?
Every one of my stats are true and legit, and you can confirm them, Satan, if you want to give us a call to confirm the championship. Thank you very much.
So we took a little bit of a lead, about 3 or 4 runs in that second game early, and just like the first game, we kind of cruised through the game. Quiet game, simple. Couple of pointers. Again, Joe Seton was excellent. We got that. Solly Cohen, again, was good in the second game as well.
Let me ask you a question. Let's forget the pointers, forget the stats. Let's talk about the opposing team.
Excellent.
You're telling me that this team is...
We discussed it before the show a little bit. This is, in my opinion, we had honestly almost no business being on the same field as them. Honestly, I hate going into a game knowing I'm the underdog. We were clearly the underdog.
Lou,
we had no business winning that second game. We played well enough to win, don't get me wrong. But their team, position by position, is strong.
Lou, their left side of the infield has got Salim and T.I.
In my opinion, this is the best infield that any community league has ever fielded. You got Gaddy.
To be fair, there's leagues that had a little better short the second baseman than Rudy. Gaddy saved at least 3 balls that was scooped in the dirt.
Gaddy's one of the best fielding first basemen in the league. Rudy's an excellent second baseman. Ishak stands on himself, and Salim's the best third baseman in the community. That's it. Best infield in the league. And they got Mala pitching.
They have no outfielders.
Who's their catcher?
That being said,
who's their catcher?
Who's their catcher? Sam, who's their catcher?
Mark
Cohen caught second game. I don't know. But they have no outfielders. They played 4 outfielders. They got away with the infielders the way they were.
Right.
But again, we had a rally that 1 inning. We played good defense.
I have a few questions. How's Mala pitching?
He was good. The curveball wasn't there that game. But honestly,
first week.
Yeah, exactly. It was cold first week.
How's his knee? Was he complaining?
No complaining. No complaints.
Right.
He was grooving. He didn't open his mouth the whole day like he always is.
Solly Cohen, where'd you put him? Where did he play?
He played left field, but along with the 4 outfielders.
And DC led off?
He led off us.
Okay.
Salim and Gaddy were okay. They were kind of held in check.
Who played center field for that team?
They played 4 outfielders.
And
who played center field though? Who was there?
A combination of Chaz and maybe Solly. Honestly, they were mixed and matched.
Ishak, how did he play?
He was good. He was getting in. He wasn't happy with a couple of calls by the umpires.
Really?
Umpires weren't great. One ball was second game was Solly Cohen hit the shine with first game. I don't know. First game they won it anyway, but the ball went through the gate of the field. Long story short, they gave him a triple instead of a homer.
Let's get some callers in here.
And that's
let's get some callers.
I do want to give a shout out to Joe Sutton's wife, who just came off the basketball field, basketball court. I'm very impressed.
She went 7 for 10 from the 3-point line.
Very impressed.
I'm not gonna say what it went on.
Do the discount double check.
They like horrible.
Let's get some callers in.
The next Brittany Griner, is that true?
Yeah, sure. She could play with the best.
Okay, Sammy, what do we got?
Keep going.
We're not ready yet. Okay. Also, another note: guy like Nasser, their weakness to point out for other teams. They have a lot of pull hitters.
The ball up the middle.
One-dimensional
ball up the middle.
Defensively.
Right.
They have a lot. When you're playing defense against them, they have a lot of one-dimensional guys. You position yourselves in a certain way. Guy like Nasser, guy like Chaz, Mark Cohen. You stack the left side of the infield. This is an opportunity to take advantage of. I mean,
I'm very impressed the way your pitcher shut him down, batting .250 for the day. I'm very impressed.
He hit well too. I think he went 2 for 3 that second game.
It's also It's also week 1 though, so let's.
I'm impressed.
You could be impressed.
Thank you.
No, it's also week 1. It takes Teddy some time to get in the groove. Usually, if you look at Teddy's stats,
seems to be very.
No. His attitude and his focus is always in, but to get his bat, it takes him a week or 2 to get it warmed up. But there's no better shortstop than
Speaking of
Teddy out there.
Of that team. David Gadaloff, underrated his leadership on that team. If I tell you how many times we went over to Mala, discussed the next opponent, the next opposing
batter. You think Mala's listening to Gaddy?
Listen. You know the rap on Gaddy from years back. The guy went last round 2 years ago. Last round. That same year, the guy won the batting title. What does that say about the guy's attitude? I'm telling you, he's come a long way.
No, that says
that
whoever drafted him is brilliant.
Was that you? Okay.
Again,
let's go over the.
Mala's not listening to Gaddy. So.
I'm just saying, leadership-wise, the guy is a team player. That's the bottom line.
Gaddy went to Mala to make sure his glasses were clear. That's all.
Okay.
A couple maybe.
Yossi's beef jerky, A.B. Cohen.
Ooh, beef jerky, man.